Hey everybody, we are back. Welcome to another episode of More Than a Title. I'm your host as usual, Jarrett Thomas, Chief Revenue Officer at Outside the Box Digital. And you know I got my brother, my brethren, your favorite CEO's favorite CEO, rocking with me, Chadeo. What's good, baby?
Shit.
We fashionably late.
Hit it with the shit. That's what's going on right there. Life be fucking life and be between fucking traffic and this fucking storm and technical difficulties and the other podcasts trying to block us, turning off the internet and shit. Listen, man. You know what it was? I'm gonna tell you what it was. It's because we updated the analytics today and they see where we at on the charts and they don't like that shit.
Man, that shit is different. That shit is different. Ooh, with the resource. What cat say? Y'all can have a bigger podcast, the more resources, but line us up on the field. We getting y'all every single fucking time, and that's what we on More Than a Title. You dig?
You already know the model, man. If it ain't bright, it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to lighten up your life, baby. 2024. We on some different shit this year. I'm telling y'all right now, we're about to take this podcast to the extreme next level. So if y'all enjoyed the last 2 seasons, season 3 and season 4, no more seasons, 2024. This podcast about to explode.
100 episodes.
Easy.
100 episodes this year, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got a dope brother, man. We want to give y'all, we're gonna give y'all the we're gonna do the intro, but quick house cleaning items. Shout out to y'all, the supporters, the listeners, the subscribers. Shout out across every platform. We growing and glowing every week because of y'all, and we truly appreciate that, man. Real talk. And we're gonna give y'all 100 episodes this year. And shout out to our distribution partners, the Live Podcast Network, the first Black-owned, women-owned podcast network. We don't talk, we walk. We work with ours. We eat and break bread with ours. That's what we on. So shout out to Angel and the team. And shout out to our executive producers, Real Block Films. Shout out to our brothers, man. Make sure y'all download the American New app. Watch that, download the Love movie, man. It's fire. My brothers made that. Go check that out. Shout out to Real Block. And they are executive producers at More Than a Title. And with that being it's moving. It's going. It's going straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? But with that said, you already know what let's start the show. We're gonna get it right now. First of all, I'm gonna give y'all some background. This brother, first of all, we actually interviewed. This brother was our second in-person interview, man. And we're gonna tell y'all the real because we're still figuring out what the in-person looks like for us and what equipment you need, how to give y'all the best product possible. And the audio was crazy. So this is actually our second interview, man. And I know I'm going to be just as impressed as I was the first time. And he's a great brother. He's a renowned multi-platinum cover artist, animator, painter, and CEO of Flash Forward Productions, LLC. He's also the man behind the hand-drawn cover artworks for some of New York's biggest hits to date, such as 504 and City of Gods, Effin', Shake It, 2055, Tiptoe, as well as artwork and animation for the likes of Lil TJ, Chef G, Sleepy Hollow, Fabio, Lil Wayne, DJ Khaled, Kanye West, and so many more. He's even managed to work with all sorts of brands and network entertainment companies such as Tier NYC, Adidas, VH1's Wildin' Out, and many more. This brother also is currently working on his animated miniseries that's now out on YouTube and all platforms called The Flies, in which he's the lead animator and voice actor for the main character. Let's introduce our brother.
Wait, forgot one. This nigga so talented, he be just waking up and finding new talents. He does rugs now.
Rugs and doing copper rugs.
He does custom fucking rugs. I see him doing a custom rug. I'm telling you now, Flash. I need a sign piece for the crib. We're gonna talk about. This kid is fucking amazing, man. I promise you.
I appreciate you. That was
fire, man. Kid Flvsh, man, with none other but Kid Flvsh. My dude, what's good, baby?
Welcome to the show.
Appreciate y'all having me on the platform again. Yo, I appreciate y'all. That was a beautiful intro. Yo, y'all killed that.
Nah, come on, man. You the bro, man. Look.
Welcome to the show again.
Again, you know what I'm saying? Well, we about to take him to class.
Fuck it, let's go, man.
We about to take him to class, bro. Like, I still got hit and shit in the back of my mind from the first interview that was fire, bro. Like, it was so crazy. And I'm gonna give y'all one tidbit. One of the finest things you said on the first one, and I want to make sure we get to it, bro. We asked you about your animated series, The Flies, and what are your plans for it. We was like, yo, you gonna throw it on Cartoon Network or something like that? This brother said, I am going to become Cartoon Network. And that one line right there, I wish I had that motherfucker clip for y'all. But you already know, man, like you different, bro. And like we see your set from the first time we spoke to now, bro. I just want to tell you on air in front of our people, man, that we proud of you. We fuck with you, bro. Your work ethic, your hustle, man. You deserve all the blessings coming to you. And that's why it's an honor to motherfucking celebrate you twice, man. You know what I mean? You are God, man. We want to see you win.
So
straight up.
Technically, yes, he is the first guest we ever interviewed twice back to back.
Back to back like that, straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
Records are here now. I love it. We said records.
Y'all wanna before we get started, I just want to co-sign what Jarrett said, man. It's not too often that you actually just meet somebody that is pure talent. And, you know, we've been hanging out for months now. We've been, you know, conversing, and we've been able to follow your journey, bro. And you are absolute pure talent, man. And I'm very excited that you have found a support system that is helping to foster your growth. Because we all know what happens when talent isn't fostered, right? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm like super fucking excited to see what the fuck when you came up with the rug shit. I'm like, God.
Damn. My nigga do the rugs too. You got the court. My nigga doing the court.
Rug, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm absolutely elated, man. I'm so curious, really, to just watch your growth, because if you're doing this shit now, man, and you know you're gonna fill in the audience, but as young as you are, if you're at this level of creativity now, imagine when you're like a full veteran, 10, 15, 20 in, it's gonna be unstoppable, right?
It's gonna be scary, bro.
Yeah,
crazy.
Facts.
Open a lane, just not only for myself, but for other creatives as well too. Because you know what I'm saying. Like, you made a great point. When talent is not fostered, it's just like it just hangs in the wind. It's just, you know, nobody ever hears about it. So when you got people in your corner, which like my manager Monk, shout out Monk for real. Like,
shout out to Monk, man.
Without him, like a lot of the things that I have going on currently in my career, you know what I'm saying, I would never have gotten that light shined on me if it wasn't for people like him and other people in my corner that just keep me motivated to keep going. Because, you know what I'm saying, it's not easy. And me and Jarrett was actually speaking about this before we went live. Like, it's not easy when you're doing this thing, especially independently. So, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people just see the work and see the gratification and see the accolades and just assume like, oh yeah, nah, he's a part of the industry now. He's like one of those people who just get it. Like, nah, bro. Like, I don't never know what's gonna happen or what project or what opportunity is gonna hit my doorstep until it arrives at my doorstep. Like, literally.
And that shit is real. And people don't understand how that feels when you eat what you kill. And that's the risk of the entrepreneurship. When you eat what you kill, yo, and you know you got to build, when you're back against the wall and you got to do what you got to do and you don't know, but you're just stepping out on pure faith and talent, they don't understand how hard it is just to train your mind that way, bro, to keep going. That's the hard part, training your fucking mind just to keep going, bro. And like, I'm curious, you want to start there, bro, because I want to get into your upbringing, but I would love to know, bro, like, what was the difference? Like, now that you have a great team behind you, what was it like coming out when you didn't have a team? Like, what are some of the differences from then to now?
It's a lot more free for me. Like, I feel like a super weight was taken off my shoulder because, like, before I had Monk and Soraya, which is my manager in PR, shout out to Soraya as well too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Soraya.
all it was just me. Like, I had to do the PR, I had to do the managing, I had to find and book myself, or people would just come book me. I had to market myself. I had to take the calls like a secretary. I had to, you know, be the brand ambassador for my own brand. I had to be all of these hats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now that I have a team behind me, I feel like my mind has more space to create than it has to just be creating and then doing this and then doing that and then doing it. It's like so much more free for me to think now. Like, I feel like I'm not running around like a chicken without a head. I'm just focused now. I have a goal that I want to meet, something I want to do, and then everybody else could like go to Monk and Soraya when it comes to figuring out how to work with Kid Flvsh, because it's a lot better. It's a lot better.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna piggyback off of what Jarrett said, because I think that's a dope fucking segue, because of the fact that now you understand the difference between being independent without a support system and then being independent with a support system. You know what I'm saying? So now, right? Now that your career has gotten traction, right? Think about when you first started and technically nobody knew who you were and nobody wanted to deal with you in a sense, right? You were wearing all the hats yourself. Now that you have a team, right? Think about the difference, right? Would you have rather waited like you did and developed your craft so that you can understand what a person is supposed to do to help you get to the next level? Or would you have preferred to have somebody help you try to figure it out and do most of the work for you in those earlier stages? Because that's a big difference.
Yeah, personally, I would have. I'd like to have it earlier, and I only say that because. So before I get into that, I want to mention that I feel like the reason why I have it now and not back then is because I needed to learn certain things. I needed to go through certain people in order for me to really understand what it takes to be in this industry and stay afloat by myself before I had other people entangled with it. So I'm grateful that it happened that way. But if it were up to me, though, I would have liked to have it a little earlier because I've been doing this for almost 6 years now, going on 7 this coming year. This November will make 7 years of me doing like my business ventures. So you feel me? Like if I had it a little bit earlier, because I was doing big cover arts and big, projects back then too. And a lot of people used to tell me back in those earlier days, yo, why don't you have a manager? Why don't you have this? Why don't you have that? And I just never thought that a cover artist needed that because, I didn't even know the weight of my title or my career path. Like I didn't know how serious it could be. I didn't know how much money was really even to be made in this lane. So to think about having a manager and a PR and all this, I'm like, man, I'm not no rapper. I just sit behind here on my iPad just making artwork. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, though. With a manager or but then when I really started seeing, like, wait, no, like this is still a lane. This is still something that requires that. That's why it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like I had to go through all of that to realize what it means to be an artist in this lane, what it means to have these plaques. Because, bro, when I tell you, I didn't know that having one of these things right here would have made me
price goes up.
Yeah,
hold on, come on. You listen. You know the moment you get any type of acknowledgement, right? A major acknowledgement for any work that you have done. The moment you get that, you know what it is.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
I'm saying, because other than that, what you giving me the acknowledgement for? You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. But yo, bro, I was gonna ask you too, bro, to piggyback off what you're saying, bro. Like, what was the biggest business lesson you learned early? So, like, you made your first cover art. We'll go into the story, and I definitely want to, tell the listeners the story. But how did you end up figuring out the pricing? Because that's the biggest issue I be hearing from content creators, bro. And I can imagine for animators, anybody who's building a brand, is like you step into this market, but you don't know what is the value in the marketplace. Like, how much do I sell this cover art for? You don't want to oversell, you don't want to undersell. So, like, I would love to know what was your biggest lesson and kind of how you figured that out, bro.
My biggest lesson with that would be your time, because regardless, even if you know how to do it in 5 minutes or it take you 5 hours or 5 days, it doesn't matter. Your time is worth every penny, and especially because of who you are. If they come into you, they could have went to multiple other people, but they chose to come to you. So that means your time is valuable. You have however long you need to complete this task, and whatever it takes to complete that task to its full entirety, where every party could be like, "Yep, it's a green light." That is what they're paying for. They paying for the time that it takes me to do it. They're paying for the amount of quality and detail that I take when I'm putting into these things, and they're also paying for the name, because at the end of the day, it's a brand as well. I'm not just selling the artwork. I'm not just selling a name. I'm selling the brand, because yo, I don't know how y'all.
You selling blue magic. You selling blue magic, bro. When you talk that shit, you gotta get one, bro.
Gotta get the message, man. For sure.
Not for real. But so essentially, like, I'm selling the brand. Essentially, like, Kid Flvsh is the artist, yes, but it's also the brand too. So it's just like you going into Gucci. You're not gonna buy the Gucci shirt if it don't have that Gucci lettering or that pattern or something of that on there. So it's the same thing with the artwork. You're not gonna come get my artwork from me, and I'm not gonna put my name on there and promote it and put it out there. So it's like you paying for all of that. Now, depending on what it is, determines the price, how long it takes, how much detail, how much effort goes into it. Because if it takes me less time to do it, it's gonna cost more. Because now, like, for example, when I did City of Gods, you know what I'm saying? I did this cover art right here in 2 hours, bro. I had no heads up on it. I had literally a 2-hour deadline, and it was a super huge project, and I had to impress the likes of Kanye West. him and Fabio was the deciding factors on this cover art. And it's funny because I ran into Fabio at a show in Albany, and he told me that, like, when we was talking about it and shit like that, he was like, yo, Kanye actually wanted to go a whole nother direction. He didn't even want this cover art. So if it wasn't for Fabio putting that out there, like, yo, like, no, forget what you want. This is what I want. Right. I would not be having this plaque right here. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so
message. Shout out to Favi. Shout out to Favi for
that. Not only that, but I did a very high quality artwork in a span of 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, this was actually the final draft. I did 3 other drafts before this one. You get what I'm saying? So to do 4 whole drafts, and mind you, the other 3 drafts were completely different from this one and way, way more detailed than this one. So I had to do all of that in 2 hours. You're not paying for the name, and you're paying for all of it. You know what I'm saying? You're paying for the time, the effort, the detail, the name, and all of that. And it's all packaged as one Kid Flvsh artwork. Here you go. So that's how what I learned. Your time is the most valuable thing in this thing. Like, it's the most valuable. So
fire.
Let me give you a possible new way to look at this, Flash. Time is important, absolutely. Your talent is important, but that all circles back to one thing. They're really paying for your knowledge.
Yes.
And you actually hit on it before, right? It doesn't matter if I'm an electrician and you pay me to do a job, I charge you for the job. That's it. Yep. What do you want done? You want me to put this light bulb in? Okay. Why you think you go to dealership or some shit? The car's like all electrical work is like $100 an hour. So, because it doesn't matter how long it takes. We're charging you a specific price because you're paying for the expertise of getting it right the first time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for you to even be able to do 4 drafts in 2 hours, that's from this.
Absolutely.
That's the knowledge of how to do it, how to put everything together. That's what they're paying for. So when you package it that way, you let them know, I don't give a fuck if it takes me an hour or 5 hours. The price is the price because you're paying for this.
Yes.
And also the branding allows you to do that.
Yes.
The branding allows you to do that, bro. Like, for instance, like whatever, I don't care what the hell you buy. Like you said with the Gucci example, right? It's the branding that they built for that to be able to command a certain amount of price. They knew your work, bro. They knew your work ethic, and they knew they could count on you. And the fact that you did that and was able to do it, I'm looking at the detail of the shit now. I'm surprised you ain't pull it up because I thought you was gonna have it ready.
Oh, no. Excuse me.
That shit look fire.
Yeah, I didn't pull it up. My apologies for that. You know what I'm saying?
You good, bro. You good, bro. But that shit look fire, bro. So once you send it to them, and the fact that Favi said that, like, how do you tell Kanye no?
Yeah.
That's motherfucking crazy. There you go.
Yeah.
We got the file right here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
See if I can pull it up. Hold on. It's the City of God's cover, right?
Yeah.
I got it.
And actually, I've never showed anyone this. These are the drafts. I've never showed anyone these.
My guy.
This is draft number 1, right? And I only had a snowflake, a teddy bear emoji, and a piano keys to go off of as emojis. Literally, this is all I had to go off of. I'm trying to get because my camera inverted, but that was
look good.
Then this one, number 2.
Right.
And then
you said you only had what to go off of? Say that one more time.
I just had the piano key emoji, the snowflake emoji, and then the teddy bear emoji. And I had to make it work. And after those drafts, I was just like, all right, let me try something different. And then we got this. A couple hours went by. It was silent in the chat. Nobody said nothing. Later that night, Bobby posted it. It was out. I was like, oh my God.
Yo, bro, I got it. Yo, bro, walk us through that motherfucking moment though. You got the joint. You got 2 hours. What was plan number 1? You got the 3 emojis. What is your creative process from there?
My creative process was like, what am I about to do?
Like what the fuck? Like your shit could go anywhere.
Like, I kind of let my mind roam because I feel like when I have to think about it, the art comes out less fire than I would like it to be. Because I like to let my creations flow like an extension of me, like as if it was like another arm or another leg or something like that. Like I don't like to force art. I like art to express itself through me. So instead of overthinking, I gave myself about like 20 minutes to just kind of breathe, reel it in, let myself think. I didn't even have the music to go off of. I didn't have the names of the people who was working on the song. I didn't get that till like after the final draft. Honestly, he didn't like. Shout out Lou. he was the one who told me that it was Favi, Kanye, and Alicia on the track. I didn't know that after I made my first 4 drafts. Like, he told me that after the fact. I'm like, wait, this is for who? So, like, when I seen it and I did it, I was like, I just let it flow through me because I'm like, all right, what do I want to do? You sent me the pianos. I immediately knew I wanted to make that the focal point of the background. I wanted that to be very, very dramatic. So I just had piano keep falling. It just, something just registered. I honestly, like, I can't even tell you why I thought this. It just came to me like that. And then the hardest part for me was incorporating the snowflake and the bear because I'm like, damn, what do I do with this? That's why I kind of made them big focal points, but they was liking it, but they didn't really like it, especially because Kanye West Bear was already done by Takashi Murakami, and I didn't want to copy anybody else's art.
Yeah,
and, you know, really nothing else for me to go off of because that was supposed to represent him. So I'm like, all right, instead of using the bear, he just released Donda. Donda was just an all black cover, so I just made the background black to represent him, and then the keys was Alicia Keys. And then I did. Lou also sent me a picture of Fabio's man's Tita, who unfortunately passed away, and he was doing the woo walk dance off a speaker. So I used that as a reference image to make him like the hood version of the Statue of Liberty, since it was a song about New York, and it kind of just came together like that, and yeah, it just came together. So.
Damn! Yeah, that's fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, that's fire, bro. You get your air horn for that too, bro.
It was a tough too, but it happened. So, you know, thank God, because he the one who got me through that for real.
And then from there, and then walk us through after that, bro. So you find out the artist is Kanye, Favi, Alicia. What happens next, bro? Like how does it change business? And like, matter of fact, we got the picture.
Real quick. Yeah, I just want to. We got it. Got it in the background. Okay, hold on.
Hold on. We lost the city. Bring the city back.
Okay, go ahead. Let me see if I can get it in.
All right, hold on. Before we even do that, you know what you about to get.
I knew you was gonna fuck it. The disrespect.
What the fuck was that about?
There we go, right there. It's not full screen because it's such a condensed image. I didn't want to stretch it, but you know what I'm saying? You definitely get a lot more clear. You could definitely see the detail that went into it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a one of one, man. It's a one of one.
That shit is
definitely a one of one. So I wanted to stop you before we got into the rest, because I asked you this before. So I think this is a perfect segue before we get too far away from it. Since you showed the other designs on More Than a Title, nobody's ever seen those before. To make sure that you know that that's your design, is there a hidden Kid Flvsh signature or something within that design? Just in case somebody ever tries to fucking copy it or steal your shit and act like they did it. Did you embed, you know what I'm saying, a secret little fucking logo or something inside of that?
Absolutely. All of my covers have my logo on it. So, you know what I'm saying? If you want to steal it, it's right there. It's right in the bottom corner.
Gotcha. So wait, bring up the cover one more time. Where is it on the cover? I'm curious. Where did you hide it in?
On the main cover, it's actually right under that flower, right by his shoe, on the right side. Yeah. So like, yeah. Like, you see where the snowflake is at on the little thing he's standing on?
Yeah.
Go to the right. Go to the right of that. It's right there alongside.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Listen. You know that's
Hey, yo.
That was crazy.
There's no way you caught me on the last one. He was hitting the long side of it.
Yeah.
You're stupid. Niggas are stupid. Yo.
Go ahead, Jack.
Nah. But now that you said that, bro, has anybody ever tried that? Has anybody ever tried to steal your work? And what is the process of, like, what happens if somebody steals your work, bro? Like, how do you make sure you register outside of just adding your logo there? Is there a way to register it? Make sure, like, what is that process?
So anything that I do or any transaction, I have copyrights on all of my work. So even
so if every piece of work you do is copyrighted.
Every piece. So anything that I touch is copywritten already. As soon as I draw it, it's copyrighted.
Well, technically, in the eyes of the law, it's only intellectual property at that point. You would actually have to file it and with you giving it to them that quick, it's no way. The filing time for a copyright is months. It's months. Yeah. So you'll get the intellectual property copyright. You can poor man copyright it and print it out real quick and mail it to yourself type shit. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like the full copyright, to have that, you have to do the paperwork on it, and or get a work for hire release, because I know they're gonna hit you with that too, because once you sell it to them, they actually own it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's embedded in the contract, because I make sure that I work all of that into the work for hire, all that type of stuff. Right. Outright, I still have the right to print it out on shirts and put it out and sell it, type stuff. So that's why when I say copyrights, because it's theirs to like distribute for the song, but it's still my artwork, so I can do posters, prints, all types.
So technically, even though they bought it from you, you still retain some type of ownership. That's what you're saying, right? Yeah, and you're allowed to use it as intellectual property as you see fit. It's fire.
Yeah, bro.
Ooh, hold on. Wait, that deserves a motherfucking school bell.
Yeah, that's
we in fourth period in business, y'all.
That's very fucking smart,
because they make billions off this song. Like when it goes gold and platinum, bro, they're raking millions of dollars off of that song. And
they're making a lot of money off that song.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta eat too as artists, because these people could have a song that an artist does a cover art for, then the song goes triple platinum.
Yeah,
money they made off of that song. You got nothing but the little fee they gave you to do the artwork.
Yeah,
I got tired of taking advantage of in that realm. So I just had to kind of really learn the business and like put my foot down, because at the end of the day, they need the artwork more than I need their lookout there. You know what I'm saying? Like they need me more than I need them.
Message.
I gotta play devil's advocate. I gotta.
He's pardon.
Flash, I love you, but I gotta play devil's advocate. You're talking about a multi-million-dollar company to technically a person that is an upstart. They don't need you like that, because like you said, they could have put out a mini, not even a press release, just a mini, any artist that want to be on this cover. So you understand, and got overloaded with fucking you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't want you to look at it that way, because then you might start to move differently. The value is what you base on it. Once you kind of sell it, what it does is what it does, because you could value something at a price, sell it, and it doesn't make or move the way they even thought it would. You understand what I'm saying? So when you come up with your value system, don't be worried about too much about like the back end on what it's going to do, what it can make, what you possibly won or lost, because it's going to put you in a very bad mindset. You understand? Just get your value and your worth. Once you're happy with the fact that you've built that relationship now, you have the accreditation and you got what you wanted, that should be the only thing that matters. And then the next time you can negotiate better. But if you think about it like that, like, well, I'm gonna do this and you need me more, I'm telling you.
But it is true though. No, you have the word is called leverage. You have leverage.
But I'm telling you, it's not true, bro. It's not true. I'm not saying that Kid Flvsh is not famous. What I'm saying is you have a company, a label. Forget Fabi, forget Kanye, the artist, forget Alicia. I'm just talking about the label itself that has enough notoriety and power to get almost any artist, creative artist they want in the world. When you have that kind of power, then you understand them giving Flvsh that opportunity as an upstart is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. But don't mistake a gift and a blessing for like arrogance. You understand what I'm saying? They don't need you, because they could have easily think about this. How many cover art pieces did you do last year? Watch this. How many did you do?
Probably over like 50. 60.
Okay, let's say 50. Just off the top of your head, do you know how many singles, just single songs that have cover art that have to go on these streaming platforms are released in the music genre of just hip hop in 1 year? Just a wild guess.
Probably. I don't even know. That's a big ass number.
Thank you.
Thousands and millions.
Let's just say 1 million. You understand? So think about, you did 50 covers. Who the fuck did the 900,000? You understand? 950. You understand what I'm saying? Look at it like
for a fact. The reason I talk like that, the reason why I say it like that is only because, like,
I know they had the access to that. I've been in talks with these labels even when I was really now starting up. But it's like out of all these dope, beautiful individuals who are making these artworks, y'all go through all 900,000 of them people to still come back to me. That's why.
Not true. Sometimes
like,
it's just your time, and somebody pulled a string in your favor. You might not have known who, but directed them to you and said, "Nah, let's use this brother, or let's give this brother an opportunity." That's what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. And that's why when I do find those people who do that, I gotta give them their flowers. I gotta keep putting on because like I don't want people to take away from me saying this to make it seem like I'm some swell-headed, arrogant type.
Nah.
Not the vibe we get. But at the same time, I understand because a lot of these same people in these labels were the ones that was trying to take advantage of me because they knew I was an upstart. And then that's the reason why I have this mindset a little bit, because at the end of the day, I was a nobody in this game when I first did my first major cover art, and they treated me as such. But at a certain point, when I started getting certain accolades or certain projects and stuff done, they just try to keep pigeonholing me to that one area, and it's like, no, you can't do that, because had you had the access to these other great artists and stuff like that, who's charging you buku bucks to do the same cover that I would probably do or even better, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep finding y'all way back to me. So it's like that's why I say it like that. I'm not saying it in a place of arrogance, but more so in a place of confidence, because it's like, if y'all really did have that access, which I'm pretty sure y'all still do, why y'all so hell-bent on coming to me? Because I've had multiple situations where a big artist comes to me, I stand on my price, they not messing with it, they go somewhere else and they can't find nothing better, so they find their way back to me. And they, you know what I'm saying, as a person from the label, whether you are labeled themselves or the artist themselves, yo, who's the firest person at cover art, DM me right now. You know, these people have millions of followers. You don't need people send them
DM
and shit like that. And then he still come back, yo, Flash, Ryan, bro.
It goes back to your branding and your work.
But it's his work that's speaking. So let me
that's where my confidence comes from. I'm not saying it because of me, the person.
Absolutely.
I already know what I can bring to the table.
Yeah.
But we say this on the show all the time. That's your belief. I say, once the price becomes the new price, you shouldn't have to humble yourself. I'm not saying to humble.
That's not what I'm saying at all. That's not what I'm.
Because that's I don't know. That's the vibe I got when you said it. It's like, I don't know, like, because when you say you have the business leverage to say my price is this, I got Blue Magic, so I command Blue Magic prices. That's
that's not what I said. Once you get to that point, understand this. Be clear. It doesn't matter who you are. Listen to it from this direction. You can be an artist as far as music, art, it doesn't matter. When you're at the bottom, everybody gets treated the same fucking way. You understand?
Facts.
My man Robbie Rob just joined the live. Shout out to DJ Robbie Rob. I've been fucking with Robbie Rob. I've been fucking with Robbie Rob since Robbie Rob was DJing at the Broadway Arcade 20-something. Rob, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Down on 42nd Street that many years ago, before the G Unit, before all of that shit. Robbie Rob would be one of the first to tell you the same thing that I'm telling you, because we've been doing this a long time. It don't matter who you are. When you're an intro into the game, they treat you the same way, right? You have to build, right? Get that opportunity and build. But as you're building, I'm just saying, be mindful that there's always a different option, because I've seen people get a couple accolades under their belt and kind of like wear it as a suit, like, nigga, you gotta come and that be it.
There's a flip side. I feel you on that.
That's what I would never do.
That's what I'm saying, right? So
I feel you on that.
That's what I'm saying. So now, Kid Flvsh has done cover art. Now, Kid Flvsh has his own style, right? Like Murakami and Cause, everybody has their own style, right? Now, when a person is looking for a certain style, they're gonna come right to him because he does exactly what they want.
Absolutely.
Now, once they come to him, he can use that leverage and say, yo, this is my price. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I expect, and let's do business. That's what I'm saying. You understand? But it had to be somebody initially to point them in your direction. That's what I'm saying. And even though you might not know who that person is, just be thankful that somebody mentioned your name in that meeting, like, nah, check little homie out. Because that started, that might have been the start of your career. You know what I mean?
Matter of fact, I think that's a good segue, bro. What was the first cover art you did? How did you get that first look?
So the first cover art I ever did was for a song called Vacation featuring Dave East.
Shout out to East.
Yeah, that was my first ever cover art. So, this is back in 2017 when Dave East is now like in the scene, bubbling. Like, I just dropped his first project. I think it was Kyrie Chanel or something like that. He just dropped that. And my boy Tyon was a college roommate of mine, and he was tapped in with the whole. Remember Vine, that app Vine?
Yeah.
Do it for the Vine. Do it for the
Vine. So he was tapped in with a lot of creators in that scene, and he happened to meet up with Dave East's DJ at the time, and he knew that I was doing artwork, but he didn't know that I was doing like the cover art shit, and which I wasn't, because that was my first time doing it. So he kind of like threw the alley for me. He was like, "Yo, like, cuz got a song with Dave East, he need a cover art. I know you just got the iPad, you doing the digital art and whatever." And there you go. And then I was like, all right, cool. I was in the middle of class, what I'm saying? I had a free period during after the class and shit like that. Drew it up real quick, and it made Hypebeast magazine the same day. And then from there, everybody.
Hold on. We need the horns. We need the horns.
Same day?
We need the horns. Hold on. We got the horns.
I never even knew. I didn't know what Hypebeast was. I was a social media guy. I didn't know who Hypebeast was. I barely even kind of knew who Dave East was, at the time, because I was only listening to a certain type of music at that specific time. I wasn't really tapped in. And then when he put me on to this shit, he's like, "Yo, bro, check." He sent me the link of the website. Yeah, I clicked on it. I'm like, "Oh shit, that's fire!" Like my shit was on a magazine. Then he sent me to Instagram, and then at the time they had like 4 million followers. They posted me on the page at that time. I'm like,
there you go.
Whoa, wait a minute. Started getting followers. Matt, yo, bro, I see what you did for East. Yo, that's fire. Yo, I love your artwork. This, that, and third. And then from there, just inquiries started flying in. People started tapping in, liking the page. And now I'm just like, well, shit, I'm this guy now. Like, I'm this cover art guy. And I just been doing cover art for left and right for known people and unknown people, and just kept building a track record, building relationships with the community and bigger artists. And now, people seeing my stuff on Hypebeast, the word is bubbling on behind the scenes. And that's how I even got entangled with Lil TJ and them, because my boy JD, shout out JD at Banks Management, what I'm saying? He saw my shit on Hypebeast magazine. He been keeping track of my stuff for a couple of months just to see how consistent
what you gonna do. Yep.
What you gonna do?
And kept seeing the fire I kept putting out for different people. He's like, yo, I got this kid named Lil TJ. He's popping on SoundCloud. He got 10 million views on his last song on SoundCloud. He's about to sign a deal with Columbia. He needs a cover art to put out on these distributing platforms. We'd like you to do it. And then I did Brothers, which is the first song he dropped on any platform anywhere when he signed.
Right.
And from there, me and TJ got a whole record. I did basically majority of his catalog, bro.
Fire.
Shout out to TJ, Big Bronx.
It's a fact. So look, I gotta real quick though. Look at the difference. Your first alley-oop, the Dave East cover, when the homie came to you, said, yo, cuz got a song with Dave East, I need you to do the cover art. You don't have a team behind you, right? This is the position now that can make or break your career. Most artists at this point would do that cover for free.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What was your price? If you don't mind telling the viewers, what was your price for the cover at that point? What did you charge?
I did that shit for free because
right. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Because when I was just doing it as a favor for bro. I didn't know I didn't know that it was for Dave East and the whole. I just my best friend at the time, Tyon, he said, "Yo, I need a favor." I said, "I got you."
There it is.
And mind you, they didn't give me no direction. They didn't give me the song. They just said it's called Vacation.
Right.
These are the rappers. You can find them on Instagram and look them up, search them up, Google them. They're all Googleable.
Yeah.
And then I just did it like that, bro. I just did a favor for my mans, and then it turned into a career after that, bro. I've never
that's what I'm talking about. That's how you. So when I talk about building the relationships, right, and not letting the ego, because you could have been like, I'm nice, I draw another. You didn't let the ego get in the way. So you need a favor, I got you. And look at the return. Look, for free. Look at the return on investment of everything that followed you doing that first cover for free.
Absolutely. You could have just said, nah, I don't want to do it. I got a free period. I want to fuck with a chick. I want to do this. I do anything.
That's why I also stated like put that disclaimer out there. Like, I don't want to seem or come off arrogant because of just what I have now, because I came from humble beginnings and I stay with my humble beginnings. Like, at the end of the day, like, I know where I came from and I know who helped me get in these positions to win. And I would never, ever not say their name in interviews like this, or even like, even when we was on the news the other day, bro, I had to say his name because if it wasn't for Tyon, bro, these plaques, all these accolades, all this shit, I would have never found this cover art lane if he didn't introduce that to me for real. Like,
what's your relationship now? I'm just curious. Yes, to the bro.
I was just on the phone with him like yesterday, like last type shit. So you know, I was in college on some random, like, bro. Actually, you know what's funny? Actually, I never told this story on an interview either. So another excuse.
Okay, here we go. Hold on. Give him the horns. Come on,
let's get. We go. Come on, you know what we doing.
Eat him up. Let's go.
So long story short, right? I went to my first college right after high school, 2016, right? Summer of 2016. I went to Art Institute of Philadelphia. I went into the live on campus. My first roommates was, you know what I'm saying, not people of my culture, let's say, and they weren't really like my type of people. And a situation happened where they brought bed bugs into the crib, bro. Damn. So before it got into any of my shit and it infested any of my belongings, I got up out of there, right? Yeah. I have my auntie who was living in Philly at the time. They housed me for a little bit until I got scheduled to a new room. That new room is where I met Tyon. He was my new roommate. So now me and him built a relationship. I had a big ass portfolio full of my like physical art, like on paper and all that type of stuff, like straight out of high school artwork. And he just took a look at it. He was like, yo, bro, you nice, bro. Like, I fucks with your art. And you as a person, it's cool as hell. After that day, we just did brothers. And then, you know what I'm saying? The school unfortunately closed down for fraud and they were stealing our money for like money laundering and all types of weird shit. So the school closed down. I had to transfer to Pratt in New York. And then once I got to Pratt in New York, you know, we still kept that relationship up. We still was, you know, on FaceTime, talking to each other, all of that. And then out of nowhere, random as hell on that November of 2017, he was like, yo, bro, got a song with East. I need a cover. And then the rest is history.
That's crazy. Yo, bro, what was the first school? Because you know the reason why I asked that, we got Ayana Bean coming through on November 6th, and she was American Gangster's trap queen, and she worked at a college and did the same thing. It was taking the money from the school aid and was flipping it. So what school? I'm curious if it's the same school, because that would be a crazy ass connection, bro.
It was the Art Institute of Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think that might be. I know it's in Pennsylvania, so if that is, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's motherfucking crazy. But the divine, yo, bro, some things are just meant to fucking happen. Yeah, and that's what I get from that. Like, we're all exactly where we supposed to be, bro.
And that's what I was trying to say earlier. Like, when he said, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have the plaques on the wall. I was just going to say, I disagree. You might not have gotten them in the order that you got them. They might be different plaques, but you can't deny talent, bro. Like, you can only hold that shit back for so long, but talent is talent, bro. Somebody would have fucking believed in you and took that chance on you, bro. I believe that.
Yeah. I think you just made your way, bro.
Yeah.
But that's for people that's listening, especially creators, any creative out there. Like, we do a lot of marketing and advertising shit. You could be using your art in so many different ways to monetize your art. You could be doing graphic design. You could do cover arts like Flash is doing. You could be doing posters for brands, right? You know, if you go through a Popeyes or something like that, there's a chicken and a motherfucking $5.99. Somebody had to design that shit.
Yeah. And it's
a lot of money.
I'm trying to get out to people, like, art is universal, bro. You don't gotta do it just for one. And that's why I be trying to advocate for a lot of artists and designers like myself, because they try to pigeonhole us once we get a little traction in one area. Art is universal. You can use art for, like you said, poster designs, game covers, music covers, freaking just anything, bro. You can literally anything that is. It's not even like, you can't get pigeonholed, because once you have a certain level of talent and a certain level of knowledge about the design world or art in general, you can literally put it any and everywhere. Art is everything. Even us doing this right now, this podcast, this interview, this is art right here. This is y'all art. This is an art of video and interaction, and, like, you know what I'm saying? This is all an art, whether you believe it or not. Like, so I just feel like, yeah, bro, I just feel like that's exactly what people need to realize, and that's why I'm kind of advocating for. Like, yo, this artist is not just one person or a title. It's a lifestyle. Being an artist is a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Waking up and creating things every day, from the smallest things to the biggest thing. It's a lifestyle. This is something you do. This is something you are. This is something that is a part of you. It's not just, oh, I'm an artist. Like rappers be like, oh, I'm an artist. Nah, you're a rapper. We are artists. We message. You know
I ain't mad at you.
Come on, now I gotta call a spade a spade. At the end of the day.
I don't know if that was a shot, but I'm gonna put the blame where it needs to be. Fuck that, because we unapologetic on the show. The reason that you gotta fight so hard to get your message across is because they don't want you to get that message across. The educational system doesn't push an artist as a career path. That's the bottom fucking line. And because we don't control the educational system, their version of what art isn't our fucking cultural art, right? Remember, graffiti, they don't consider fucking art. Sculptures and toys like this, they don't consider art. They consider oil paintings and all that bullshit. That's not our genre. That's not our era. That's not our fucking culture. So that's why you got to fight so hard, because you should have been learning that in elementary school and in middle school into, right, your high school days. So by the time you got to college, your art form has already been cultivated and you already know what to do.
Exactly. And I'm so glad.
Yeah,
because that's a perfect segue, because I'm actually teaching a class to middle schoolers right now.
It is.
All essential art. So all the stuff that I never learned from elementary school to middle school to high school to even college. I'm gonna give these 5th to 8th graders all that knowledge, all that sauce, so they can develop their own sauce and go into the world not feeling so left out, because there's so many young kids. I started drawing in 5th grade, you know what I'm saying? So if I could, and then the students that I'm working with at East New York Middle School of Excellence, they are some of the brightest kids I ever met, and they straight from East New York. I'm talking about the heart of East New York. And if you from New York, you know East New York ain't no playground. You know what I'm saying?
East New York.
Murder. I'll talk murder.
Pink houses.
You know what I'm saying? So when I was talking to these kids, right? You know, it's funny because Dame Dash actually built a podcast studio in their school. Dope. Me and Monk. And they were asking us questions as if I was talking to you guys, grown adults, grown men. It was so bright and so well-rounded and well-versed with their verbiage and stuff like that. I was like, yo, this kid is 14, 13. It sounds like I'm talking to a 30-year-old man. So having to know that they have that mindset, I know that they're going to be easy to shape their minds in a great way. You know what I'm saying? Because not only do they already know what they want, they know how they want to get it, what they want to do to get it. So I'm going to give them the knowledge that I had to figure out by doing my own research and Googling and stuff, because a lot of these art teachers and stuff, they kind of scared when they see their students have more talent or just as much talent as them. It's like, what can I teach this kid who already knows so much? And that's why they kind of hold back information. And that's why I feel like I didn't get the proper teaching. So I want to show them not only how to do proper art and make it like as lively as my art or their own style. I want to show them the business side too. That's a key thing they don't ever teach you.
I got it. Right here. I'm gonna give you the gem, the Kid Flvsh School of Education. We're gonna put that shit in the air. Eventually, you just gonna open up your own fucking school, man. I think when you do that, man, and you're able to control that shit all the way through, like you said, you can teach them business, art, design, and really cultivate that all the way through, man. That impact that's gonna have on a community, unbelievable, man.
Have you thought of doing courses and shit like that? Because like as you're saying that, bro, I'm thinking, how do you scale you, bro? Yeah. How do you scale that type of program?
That's actually exactly what it is. It's a course curriculum. So I'm doing like a one-off semester-based course showing you essential arts. So I'm not only showing you how to draw, make your drawings better, but I'm also showing you the business side of how it is like when you're in these rooms and you're, even if you're not in the music scene, even if you're doing business with a company, like you said, Popeyes, designing their posters or Nike or somebody, I want to show them how to write a contract, what it means to get percentages, how to negotiate prices, what to price at, all these things. I'm going to show them a part of this course. Like it's all written. Now I have a 6-month course curriculum. I'm gonna be teaching them for 6 months. And so I'm showing them everything, bro. I'm making sure these kids leave
fire
ounce of knowledge that I have that brought me to where I'm at now, so they can have it at the age they are, 13, 14, and they can have it like really embedded in their brain. So when they get to high school and beyond, they're gonna be unstoppable forces, bro, because they are the future at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be the next generation of creatives, and I want to make sure that they go into this world not getting taken advantage of like I got taken advantage of, not getting the low balls for great work that they're putting out and hours of time put into this. I want to make sure that they stand high and mighty going into it and walking out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just
I told you, man, I love this dude, man. Look, and just in case we get a fucking third session, now you got to add teacher to his fucking resume.
No, real talk, bro.
Yo, listen, when we do Kid Flvsh's intro, we just leave open fucking spaces.
That's the stale building.
It's always gonna be something else. But yeah, bro, I very much believe in that. Knowledge is power, and the more knowledge you share, the better we are as a people, as a community. Because at the end of the day, I might not know something that y'all might know, and I could teach y'all, and vice versa. Y'all could teach me something I might not know about, and that's only gonna make us better as individuals and as a community. Because it's, you know what I'm saying, they're already withholding information from the Black community already. They already lied to us about half our history. They already lying to us about all kinds of other stuff. Why would I lie to my own people? Why would I steer my own people in the wrong direction? Hell no. I found the gems. I did my research, and I went through the experiences, so you don't have to.
Yeah, that's it.
And you know what's crazy? Matthew Knowles
said the same shit.
You know where I'm going. See, Jarrett already knows where I'm going. He's trying to change the curriculum from STEM to STEAM to add the A for arts because of exactly what you're saying. Let me give you a different way to look at it also, because you know everything you said is valid, but let me give you the urban side from the pink houses. So you're looking at it educational down. Let's look at it from the hood up.
Yeah.
Guess what happens when inner city youth have this much fucking talent and this much opportunity? They say, fuck the talent, and we put it into shit that we're not supposed to put it into. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. So that program, when you're taking these inner city youth and you're giving them something to funnel that energy into, you're saving their fucking life. I'm telling you right now. Because if they don't have something to funnel that energy into that's productive, they're gonna fund that energy's going somewhere. It's either productive or counterproductive. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't even realize how many lives you're probably saving by giving them a purpose and letting them funnel that energy into something productive, man. So
or just showing them it's possible, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, these programs are fucking, man, bro. These programs are essential, bro.
Yeah, showing them it's possible. You to come to the hood, bro. Still hip hop, Rocky and Shane. I might come through, show them what's up. Like, yo, you can make a living or a damn good one off of that. At that you can do this shit, bro. But the only thing I wanted to say to you, bro, just think about scaling it, because East New York needs it, but also the Bronx needs it, Queens needs it, Brooklyn, like so many other different places. But digitize it. Maybe even do like a community thing where, like, say you got the SpongeBob joint in the background. Yo, 5 o'clock, we all gonna do a painting. I'm gonna do a brief on the joint. It's gonna be a Popeyes. We all gonna come up with the best joint. Best joint gets a gift card.
Type shit. And you know, I'm glad you said that. I'm actually gonna piggyback on both y'all. So, Chad, you said that these type of programs are essential, and that's why I named the course Essential Arts.
There you go.
Message.
Hold on, kid. Hold on, Kid Flvsh. Just because we piggybacked off that, you get a.
Amen.
Wait, hold on. And you also get a.
You wild? What was that?
Wait. I said something crazy?
No, it was just the tones.
Oh, no.
I love y'all.
Go off of what Jarrett said.
I'm gonna get the PTSD from that shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta watch what I'm saying now.
Say something wrong. Flvsh.
But yeah, now to piggyback off of what Jarrett was saying, you know, it's more so like I am trying to streamline it, because right now I'm actually simultaneously already working on teaching another course to a school in Newark. You know what I'm saying? But that one is still kind of underway. So, you know what I'm saying? We trying to go state to state with this, borough to borough. Like, You know what I'm saying? And then I also actually am during when I'm teaching this class in East New York, I'm going to be filming myself to now put it on my website as a course curriculum that people can just download if they can't get access to me physically.
There we go.
There it is.
Subscription or something like that. You know what I'm saying? For a small subscription or whatever, you could come learn my course or whatever, and you just do it that way because I want to make it accessible to everybody. I'm not going to be charging $100 a course. Nah, bro. Whatever I charge is probably like, some $5 a month or whatever. Some little shit. And then you can learn the whole thing. It's all going to be there, listed out. It's going to be new uploads, new courses, new things that I just come up with. That's away from the course, just like, how to paint, how to do this, how to do that. If you want to learn how to draw, here you go. If you want to learn how to do business in the art world, here you go. So it's just like a never-ending just course of just anything, like kind of like this website called udemy.com. There's like a bunch of courses you could just get for a subscription, basically the same thing, but just in what I know. So
that's it, because that's what we do, bro. Like, so we do LinkedIn courses, bro, but sometimes what we do is we actually offering our curriculum to B2B brands. So if you say you're a salesperson, you're like, I can't get fucking sales, right? Let me listen to Jarrett's LinkedIn course to see how I can get millions of followers or whatever, or millions of impressions, and how could I generate revenue, but have it as your onboarding course. So now if you're a new salesperson coming in, you could get to see this course at a group rate. We charge you a group discount, and then we get to able to scale it. Now we can work for multiple businesses, right? But like for you, the label, I would even tag the labels because I'm pretty sure they have an in-house pipeline of graphic designers that are probably junior, interning, things like that. Give them the group rate, and now you got you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different ways you can go about it, bro. It's a lot of money.
And what it's doing is creating multiple streams of income for itself, which is super fucking dope. And by him doing that, it's gonna extend his longevity in this game infinitely, because even if one thing slows down, he's gonna have so many things that he's able to fucking monetize from, that if one thing slows down, okay, I'll just give this one a little bit more effort, and this one is rocking now, and he's always going to be able to sustain himself. So that business plan is phenomenal, bro. I salute you for that, man.
Bro, just trying to just have different hubs set up everywhere, just because not only to generate monetization, but also to just have a hand in different pots and different communities, because it's more about the money for me too. Like, yes, that is important because that's just a way of sustaining life, but it's who you help and how you help them. It's for me personally.
Message. So really the money helps, Flash. Be clear.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not rolling money at all, but
because like I said, you want to open up your own school, or you want to do so. If you want to do something, and this is where the money's really going to impact your life, you're going to want to do something that somebody's going to tell you no in the moment. You're going to say no, and you're really going to want to do this shit, and you're going to be like no, and they're going to be like, yeah, we're not no, and you got a decision. You want to do it? Put your own fucking money behind you. And you understand? That's where you're truly gonna see where the money makes a difference, because somebody's gonna tell you no when you are super passionate about something, and you're gonna fucking do it anyway. I don't even know why I came to you. I don't need you. I got the money to fucking do it. You know what I mean? On my own, and that's where it's gonna explode. And you're gonna see the difference that you know what I mean? Because it happens like that a lot.
Is that, I'm curious to that? As he said that, bro. Is that how the flies came up? Or was that just an organic idea that came up, or was it something that you pitched? They was like, nah, so you like, fuck that, I'm putting my own money up behind it.
Actually, you know what I'm saying? The flies actually didn't cost me anything to make. I just made it just to make it, because funny story about the flies, how it started. The flies started, me and my cousins was on the porch. Shout out my brother Trendy. Me and him was just smoking on the porch, regular shit. Mm-hmm. And it was summertime, the bugs is out, fucking. We was just chatting, and then out of nowhere, a fly just bounced off my face on some random shit. So he just made a joke like, "Yo, why he just did a whole parkour trick off your
pause. He paused. I said pause, nigga.
I
saw him leaning up. I'm like, oh no.
Flash, I'm sorry, Flash. I tried.
Wait. What I say?
It's the fly bouncing off my face. It was the
bouncing off the face.
Oh, come on.
It's borderline. It's very borderline.
It was the way you say you sit on the porch and it bounced off your face. I didn't like the tone.
I didn't like the tone. I'm done. All right, pause.
No, but that was we're running back. We're gonna clip this. This is clips. We clipping this up.
Wait, Flash, real quick. You said your best friend name is Trendy. Is Trendy from Queens?
Nah, that's my cousin actually.
Oh,
my best friend is Tyon.
Okay. Does Trendy rap?
No, he doesn't.
Borderline no. The reason I asked you, Flash, because I know a Trendy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
And I know he's a music artist and stuff. He raps and stuff like that. So I thought that would be dope if that's who you were talking about. You know what I'm saying? That would be dope.
Salute to that Trendy though. Yeah, salute to him.
Sure, all trendy. Everybody who is trendy.
Yeah. So you're sitting on the porch. The fly violates you.
I don't violate. No, I don't like the tone. That sounded nuts.
What the is wrong with this guy? Am I kidding me or what?
The clips be like, how do y'all have them just loaded already?
Yo, bro, we got 30 clips in the clip.
Trying to sneak it in. You let it fly. Trying to sneak it in.
Like the fly just, you know what I'm saying? It just bumped into me. And then he was like, yo, that'd be a funny ass animation. So you know what I did? Right after we finished smoking, I went upstairs to my room because we live right next door to each other and shit. I came right on my iPad and just made the first episode and it went fake little viral. You know what I'm saying? I put it out originally in 2019. The first video got like 40,000 views. So, you know what I'm saying? And then after, I didn't expect that either. It bust my head. And this is
video now 40,000 views. First video,
bro. I didn't expect it at all.
How long was the video? Was it like a minute, 2 minutes?
So it was easily watchable. You know what I'm saying? Playback. You know, people attention span nowadays is kind of low. So, you know what I'm saying? A 30-second little clip. It was funny. It was relatable because he was talking about, you know, baby mama drama, how he had like 50 kids with Shorty and she's still tripping. You know what I'm saying? It was relatable. It was funny.
That's
wild.
Hold on, not flies having baby mama drama.
Bro, but so this is the whole idea I had for the show, like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why it's gonna work, especially because I'm working on season 2, and season 2 is gonna be huge, bro. Pause. If that's a pause.
No, we gonna rock with you. We clipping right now. I'm rocking with you.
You know, like season 2 is gonna be so great because I'm taking human problems and putting it in the perspective of bugs, because at the end of the day, they live normal lives too. They have day-to-days. When you see like videos on Nat Geo and these lion groups is like having little sessions or they talking to each other, roaring at each other, shit. Imagine that to us is them roaring and shit, but in reality, they having a whole conversation like we having one right now. You know what I'm saying? And they move and maneuver and act as if they're like humans. So I'm like, what would it be like? How would these conversations sound from their view? You know what I'm saying? Because bugs, like flies, for example, have hundreds of kids on a day. And I ain't gonna lie, I had to do a lot of research on mad different bugs, which is unfortunate because I'm not a real bug person. But in order to get the story right to feel real as possible, I had to do a lot of extensive research on these characters and bugs and stuff. And I found out that flies, on average, give birth to almost 75 to 150 larvae a day. So imagine, you get what I'm saying? So like, imagine how that conversation sounds like, yo, I got 50 kids. I just had 20 kids. And I got another 30 on the way. My fly wifey is tripping about where I'm going and what I'm doing, buzzing around, living my fly life. And she's over here talking about, oh, you need to watch these larvae. I got to go do this. I got to go fly. You got to take the babies now. What do those interactions sound like? How does it play out? What does it look like in their home? And just mad ideas started firing off. I'm like, nah, this would be a crazy show.
Nah, that's a fire-ass concept, bro.
Humans, but it's also showing you a perspective side of the animal kingdom we've never seen. So
that's real shit. I was gonna say something too, bro. I didn't want to stop you because you was going on clips. Yeah. You twirling the mic for the audio listeners. This motherfucker was twirling the mic for the last 20 seconds. And then your tone on the twirling of the mic.
I had to reattach it.
But it was the way you twirled it.
Hey.
You got a remix.
You gotta even say nothing though. I didn't say nothing though.
You didn't say there was the twirling. He was telling a story that's going on the clip. That's gonna be clipped up.
You're disrespectful. That's what you are.
Yeah, son, but yo, that's fire, bro.
Absolutely disrespectful.
That's fire though, bro.
No, listen. You know, as a person that you know, like he said, I've been drawing since I was a kid, bro.
Yo, that was nuts.
There's a big difference, huh?
He said, "Chad playing with the way you playing with the mic crazy." He was yo, you got
damn.
I was listening to Flash tell the story. This motherfucker twirling the mic. I'm like, nah, son. I'm hand finger on the button, like, yo, bro. Oh my god.
Yo, Flash, do me a favor. What's the actual name of the episode? I want to bring it up real quick so we can show a clip of this to the audience, man.
Factuals. That's
what's the I'm on YouTube.
It was called it's the DA Flies. What you mean 30?
What you mean
30.
30.
As he pulls the clip up, bro. I ain't gonna front. My favorite clip from any show you've done, bro, was the joint you did with Rob when you said what the fuck goes into an animation.
Yeah.
That clip was fucking crazy, bro. Like yo, what goes into, if you don't mind, like I don't want to, steal the clip, whatever, but like, yo, what goes into it? So before we show this, so they can really understand what it takes to make this, what we about to show, bro.
I'm actually gonna show you what it takes, right? So I got my iPad here, right? So this scene right here, right? Is the scene. I'm gonna try to get a little closer. So the little screen there, right? So I'm gonna press play. I'm gonna start from the beginning, right? So he jumps up and he has a sorry, my phone.
You good, bro?
He jumps up, makes his little faces because he just woke up delirious off a drunk night, and he just wipes his face, right? That's just one scene now, mind you. So this scene alone is 150, babe.
It's real. We keep it real.
Oh my god. But so essentially, this clip alone, right, is a 9-second clip. This 9-second clip took a total of 680 drawings to make that one clip. Mind you, the whole episode that this comes from is about 1.5 minutes long. So for this one 9-second clip, I had to draw out in sketch form 150 times this whole motion that I just showed y'all. And then I had to go back over that 150 drawings in the inking. Then I had to do it with the color. Then I had to do it with the shading, the details, plus the background. So that totals up to...
What program are you using for this, bro?
This one, I use it on Procreate. I have a new animation app called Procreate Dreams, which is way, way more easier for animators. But essentially, this is the layers, right? So what it takes for me to do it, I have to do it right here with the sketch, if you can see it. This green thing is the sketch.
Yeah.
And this is the inking and the coloring. I just merged the two layers. So this would be technically two separate layers. So it goes from stage 1, 2, and 3, 4 for the shading, 5 for the lighting and the mouth movements. And then, it depends on what you're doing. This specific scene didn't have too much talking or anything like that. It's like little mouth movements. So I didn't really have to do too much lip syncing, but adding lip syncing, like syncing an audio to mouth movements is way, way more difficult than just animation on the body. Because animating somebody's movements is already one difficult task. So now make them talk on key and hit the words on the right note and everything, bro. That is a head trick. So when these animators like Family Guy, you see them talking and it looks like they're saying every syllable, they have to literally scrub the audio syllable for syllable and put the direct mouth movement so it can look like they're talking what they're saying. It's wild. Or you can take the cheap route like anime and just do a open close. But
that
work on animation.
We're not gonna take a shot at anime. I am a big anime fan, and we are okay with the mouth and the language not lining up. We're also okay with the subtitle dubs when we watch a shit in Japanese.
We love anime on this side. We love animation.
How much time is
edit a 2-minute animation? I actually just finished a music video that took that was 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It took me a month and a half to do the whole video. by myself. Right? A lot of teams, a lot of animators have teams. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this solo dolo. I draw it all. I come up with the concept. I animate it. I draw the backgrounds from scratch. I don't pull images from Google or real life pictures and then blur it out to make it look like it was drawn. No, I take every single step from sketch. It could go from a blank white canvas to whatever the final thing is, and I take it all from scratch, bro. I don't do none of that. I don't outsource images.
So motherfucker doing this, you draw on that shit, you stop it right there. You do another one. Got to be same one, but a little variation, a different variation of how they gonna move. That's crazy.
Different angles, different. It could be the same scene, same.
Yeah,
just different angles. Now,
like photo programs. You understand what I'm saying? So anybody that does video editing and uses like Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, it's the same process. It's layering. All it is layering. It's vectoring and layering. So what he's saying, like you create a layer, you can lock it off, create another one, add it into it, it'll overlay. Like it's like that. And each one is separate. Now, if you make a mistake, you can go back and change where you made the mistake.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you.
I don't know.
Well, but yeah,
this
there
is
you go.
drawing the background from scratch.
Yeah.
Literally everything from scratch, bro. The whole alleyway drawn from scratch.
Fire.
Yeah.
And then that's what I use as the background. And I have the flies, interacting with the background and stuff like that. They have different things going on.
Real quick, do me a favor. Put the link in the chat so I can pull it up real quick. Because I was having a very difficult time finding it on YouTube. And I got a problem with that. So, once this interview is over and stuff like that, we're gonna talk in the background, man, and we're gonna make sure that your videos pop up. Number one, man, we're gonna see what's going on with your SEO, man, because your stuff when we type in Kid Flvsh and shit, we don't want to see all that other bullshit. We want to see your shit pop up first.
Yeah. So I'm gonna copy and paste the link.
Yeah, put it right in the chat for us.
Yeah, in the private chat. Yeah.
I definitely want the audience to get a chance to actually be able to see your work, because guess what? You never know where your next job can come from. And so while he's doing that, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you the power of a support system, a true support system, right? So Flvsh already gave you the story of how, a good friend of his offered him an opportunity right on the spot. He didn't have to beg for it. You know what I'm saying? It didn't cost him anything but his time, his energy, and his talent, right? So we told you guys that we had met Flvsh before. We met him, man. We interviewed him. Not only did we see what he could do with the animation and his cover art, we also made a phone call for him within the same week. And if I'm lying, Flvsh, tell him I'm lying. We made a phone call for him, put a conference in within the same week. It didn't work out, but it doesn't matter. We made the call and we tried to get him some extra business, and we put his name out there to a couple of people that we could connect him with just on the strength of us showing him unwavering support. It didn't cost him anything. Flvsh, did you pay for any of that? Did we ask you for anything? That's not what we do on this show. We force the talent. That's a fact. We foster businesses and we support each other 100%. Or more than a title, you come on the show and we're gonna support you. You're not begging for it. You're not paying for it. You're not doing special fucking favors. That's what we doing, man. We supporting y'all. I think I got it right now. Let me bring it up real quick. Yup. Okay, hold on one second. I want to see if I can go ahead, because I want the audience to be able to go ahead and watch this. So
yeah, my bad, y'all. I got my 5-year-old in the crib, man. You got a pod and you got a parent while you podding. You know the vibes.
Well, good. I want
listeners.
Yeah. I'm gonna share the screen. I'm gonna share the screen for the listeners to just get a chance to take a look at this joint, because this is super dope. You got to see it, right?
Yeah. Can you
like this?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go, man. This is Kid Flvsh, ladies and gentlemen. What you mean 30, the flies.
You don't play the audio, but this shit look fire. If everybody watching sees it, y'all, and we're gonna put the chat, we're gonna put the link in the actual chat too in the comments. So y'all can see that and support. You know what I'm saying? Go run that up.
And this moment, it ties into the story where I was like, we were smoking and the fly just bumped into my face, because this is literally how he envisioned it, and we envisioned it when it happened in the moment. So I was like, this is the reason why flies come and mess with humans and stuff. Because of that. They just be having normal conversation. They like, yo, let's mess with this human. Let's do some parkour. Let's like really back off my son. And then boom.
Fire.
Yeah.
That was fire, man. I enjoyed that. I ain't gonna lie, man. I really Yo, that shit is pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit is fire, bro.
That shit is pretty cool, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. So let me ask you a question, Flash. You know, there's a lot of children educational based networks out there, man, like the old school PBSs and stuff like that. Has anybody ever approached you about, taking the flies and making like an educational piece for the children directly?
Not yet. But I do have other shows in mind for that market. The Flies is more so Adult Swim type of market.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I do have a bunch of other characters and I'm working on a comic book right now.
Okay.
Development that'll be more so for the kids and the more like young adults. I do plan to turn that into animation as well for them. So I have so many sketchbooks full of just characters and storylines I wrote down from over the years that I would love to, like I told you the last time, when I create my own network, my own version of Cartoon Network, I would love to have these characters be my roster, just like how Cartoon Network got, Ed, Edd and Eddy, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and Billy and Mandy, and all these other great shows that inspired a generation like me and my generation. Yeah. I want to be that for the newer generation.
Facts.
Yeah, I even see you in the same vein as Marvel.
Yeah,
DC, shit like that. Like it's same concept, same principle, bro. You create those characters, then create a universe on it that you can monetize forever and give it to your family and always go.
Yeah. I want my characters to have a household name like Spider-Man or Mickey Mouse or like these type of things. Yeah.
How do you monetize? Like, I'm curious. I don't know if you know. I don't know, bro. But I'm curious. Like, what if you create a Mickey Mouse type character, right? What is the monetization possibilities of that?
Oh, bro.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, because we don't know. I don't know. I never heard.
Well, it's you can't compute it because once he owns everything, anybody that wants to deal with him, guess what it is? It's a licensing deal.
That's it.
That's it.
Trademark the name and the character.
Right. That's right.
Copyrighted. You do all of those. Like you get all of those for it.
That's right.
You could bro. You know Disney makes billions of dollars off Mickey Mouse's IP alone.
Yeah, fact.
And now that they acquired Marvel and Fox and all these, they're getting licensing and properties and intellectual property of Simpsons, Marvel characters, all of the Disney roster, bro. Like Mickey Mouse alone was making them billions of dollars before they acquired all of that. So you got to think, having a household icon and of a character like Mickey Mouse, and you are the owner of that, bro. You eating for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that motherfuckers probably sell $1 million plus just in ears.
And and
toys, brand deals, collaborations with other people like Cause when they did Mickey Mouse run. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
Well, I mean, I know Cause had to get a special license on the back because his entire design is based off of
Mickey Mouse,
the Mickey Mouse design. So, but one thing that I love about this type, you see, when you go to school, they fucking force this fucking 9 to 5 every day, work safe, get a stable job, bullshit narrative, right? You know why? Because they can control you, right? They can control you. Hayes, we're gonna have to look into that because I would be interested into finding out how that could even be possible.
Yeah, so for the audio listeners, Hayes just put Disney recently lost copyrights to Mickey Mouse though. So we're gonna because I don't say you're lying, but we're gonna definitely look into that. I'm curious.
Technically, I'm not saying the only, but one of the major ways people lose a copyright is if you copyrighted it and somebody else was using it before you. You understand what I'm saying? And can prove that you stole their idea. Let's see what he says.
As of January 1st, 2024, the Mickey Mouse character in its original version will no longer be protected by U.S. copyright. It is a date that should have initially arrived in 1984, but that Disney, and then I guess is
right. It got to be more. Yeah.
So what I asked while she was saying that, it says here, according to the U.S. copyright law, the rights to a character expires 95 years after the publication of the original work. So Steamboat Willie, which was the
Willie, right,
of Mickey Mouse,
right,
which debuted in 1928. As of this year, it technically they lost the copyright, but all they got to do is file for it again for another 95 years, and then, you know what I'm saying? Right. But in that time period when they don't copyright it, someone who was paying attention to it could slip in the cracks and buy the copyrights.
No.
I think so.
Again, buying. We don't want to give out misinformation.
Right.
Applying for a copyright and buying a copyright, two different things. You can purchase a copyright from somebody who already owns the copyright, and they'll sell the rights to you for you now to have ownership of it. For you to now try to steal, let's say Steamboat, you know what I mean, or the Mickey Mouse, you can get sued for that, Hayes, and I'm going to tell you why. Because the time that Disney got the copyright, let's call it 95 years, right? They can show that not only did they create the character, but they've been using the character consistently for 95 years. Merchandising and everything across the board. The only way to beat them out is, even if you try to sneak under them, is to say that you had, like I said, you were the original designer of it, and they stole it from you. If you can't do that, anything you create, they can come back and sue you and take that shit, because their copyright's gonna go through immediately.
All right. My thing is, what if I'm Steamboat Willie's fucking nephew?
Right.
95 years. I sold the rights to Disney. Now I'm claiming ownership. I'm curious what that process looks like. Because why the fuck would I sell it to Disney if I have a whole lineage of family that can still eat up this Mickey Mouse property?
Right. So all you got to do is just look at the paperwork. It's all, it's all legal. If you look at the paperwork and the paperwork expired, and then you have a legal claim to say, I choose not to renew it to you, because as the living descendant of whoever created it, I now have power of attorney, or their estate falls to me and I can make the decision. You can definitely do that. But I'm just saying, if you're not somebody in position like that, you ain't got a fucking leg to stand on.
That's it. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know Steamboat Willie. I know my nigga Kid Flvsh, and that's gonna be the next one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Steamboat. I don't know Steamboat, my nigga.
What I was gonna say was, one of the dope, and I was talking about the school things. You see, one of the best things about art, and when the shit that Flash is doing, it has no fucking ceiling. It has his limits is his own fucking creativity. You understand? It has no fucking limits. So guess what? He can come up with, they can have Marvel, they can have Mickey Mouse, they can have all these billion-dollar characters, and he still can come up with other household names to make just as much money and or more, and still not fucking step on their toes, with no copyright infringement, no cheating off their designs, with his own fucking element. That's the dope part about this shit.
You know what's a fire ass question too? I'm thinking as Cuzzo was saying that. Yo, bro, how are you incorporating AI into your art?
So as far as AI goes, I'm not really using it except for maybe like ChatGPT, just to like help out with more like concepts as far as like scripts and like writing aspects and stuff like that. Because when it comes to like the art side of it, I don't really trust AI, because it uses a lot of facial recognition and like steals a lot of other dope artists on the internet, because it's AI essentially pulls data from other places to generate these images. So what you're gonna do when you tell an AI to generate this image or whatever is pulling people from artists such as myself and other dope talented artists, digitally and physical painters and like other artists of different mediums, and then they're compiling all of that data to generate an image that seems original and never before seen. But no, they're taking high value art online, compiling it into one mesh merged image, and then based off what you prompted, and then it spits it out. So I don't really trust AI when it comes to that. Especially because I also found out that one of the earlier AI art generators used to take, when everybody in their moms is doing that whole take a picture of yourself and you see how you look in different forms of like AI art, like that. It was actually stealing your facial recognition, and they taking your likeness when you press that little waiver that you have to take before everybody started taking mad different pictures and stuff like that. You're signing a waiver, basically giving away your facial rights to these companies, these third-party companies, to sell off. So if somebody in a movie company wanted to use your face as a likeness for like a background character or something like that through using CGI, they just got to say so because you already signed up for it, not even knowing. So I don't trust that shit at all. If you want art of yourself, come to people like me. We gonna get you right. That AI shit, nah. Unless you writing my script for me or write my to-do list for today, that's probably the only time I ever use AI. Other than that, nah. I'm doing
that makes sense.
Yeah,
well, that makes a whole lot of sense.
There's differences also, right, Flash? You're not an amateur at what you're doing now, because you started to master your craft. AI, where it is right now, for most people using it, they're using it on an extreme amateur basis, right?
Yeah.
Take Chat GPT, for example. Most people don't know that you actually can program Chat GPT to give you a better answer. You understand? Like you can make it come up with prompts and say, listen, do you understand this? This is the answer I want. Do you understand that? Program it. You can program it first and then get an answer. See, because most people aren't programmers, they don't know that. They just ask the question and get it. So a lot of these, AI joints, I'm pretty sure if you actually, took the time and studied one, you might find one that you can actually program to help you out to get your product out there a little bit faster. Because what's going to happen for you, it's going to become too time strenuous on you to keep this up at the level that you're going.
That's exactly where I was like, how the use of AI, what we're trying to do is obviously to level the playing field and make sure, you know what I'm saying, obviously be more efficient, save time, save money, all that other shit. So when you say I'm making 618 drawings, I don't know if there's an AI program to say, all right, let's cut this down to 218. What if I can flip it a little angle this way so I don't have to redraw it again? Shit like that. Would you be open to it?
So what the beauty of animation, and especially frame by frame animation, which is traditional animation, it has to take that amount of drawings. It has to be that process because the product, which is what you guys just saw on the fly, that it came from that time putting in all those drawings and stuff like that. You can't cut corners when it comes to animation like that. Now, if they do build an animation AI that helps storyboard something based off a prompt you write and it can storyboard it for you,
that makes sense.
How it looks, and then I can and it's like the scenes that they created are like editable, if that's a word, or like edit, I guess. Then we talking something, but I believe in people before I believe in technology. I rather hire some dope ass animators who are not going to complain and bullshit me when it comes to putting the work in and pay them fair amounts based off the work that I'm asking them to do than trusting it to some computer. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not 100% against it, because if something does come out later on down the line that can help with that, I would look into it. But I'm not jumping at it. I gotta do my research. I gotta really see what this thing entails because I don't want to just jump into it and then, you know what I'm saying, it kind of makes it even more complicated, or maybe the prompt I wrote wasn't as specific as it needed to be, so now it generated some whole other shit, and now I gotta do the prompt again. And it's just wasting time, you know what I'm saying? So
that makes sense.
So here's where the money comes in again, Flash. Here's where the money comes in again. As people of culture, we create and solve fucking problems. If there is not a program that can do what you want it to do now, when you get the resources, hire a fucking program writing team and write the fucking program yourself. Tell them to build what you want them to build, and they'll build that shit.
Because you know the process better than fucking anybody.
There it is. That way you can say
that's
it's
why
not cheating, it's not doing this, it's not doing that. And guess what now? Now that's another thing. Instead of you using somebody else's fucking program, how many millions of people now are going to use your program?
Right.
Think about Canva. Canva was somebody, a graphic designer that needed something easy that was fucking super simplified.
Facts.
And now Canva is like one of the top ones to go to.
But what is Canva? Canva is nothing but a watered down Photoshop. That's all it is.
Exactly.
It's a watered down Illustrator. But it makes it easier for you if you don't have that level of expertise to work these higher programs. Here, we'll give it to you in a more simpler form.
Yeah. So right now they're doing 1.7 billion in annual reoccurring revenue.
Absolutely. And they're worth every fucking penny. Because I'll tell you this, you can use Canva for free. How about that? You don't even have to get the pro model. You can get so much done for free.
Fire.
So I mean, shit, how do you beat that?
Yeah, bro. Shit.
Yeah, man.
Right.
No, I'm saying that's fine. You know, I'm glad that we went down that road. So I wanted to. That's exactly why I wanted to ask you that question with the AI.
Because I do know a lot of people. Because I have a cover art community. Basically, it's like a big group chat of cover artists and designers across the country, across the world. Actually, I got people all over this country and in other countries like Sweden, London, all types of stuff that do design, 3D animation, and programming and stuff like that. So I might, you know what I'm saying? I got the resources. I just, got to put it together. I got to make it make sense.
You get with a dope programmer, a UX, UI person, something like that can help you build the app, build the infrastructure of the technology. It's game over. It's just, you got the ideas. It's just, how do we make it in a way that's conducive for my workflow?
And guess what? If you did that, Flash, the way you would change the game, it would be phenomenal, because as you're building this program, you're going to come up with proprietary software to do what you want, and you can fucking trademark all of that shit. You can copyright all of that shit from the beginning all the way through. So the program in its entirety can be one copyright, but then you can have different patents all the way through. The engine it uses, you understand what I'm saying? The chip it uses, you could patent that shit all the way fucking through and make money just in case anybody wants to use any piece of that. You can make money all the way through with that. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. That's dope, man. You know we jumped over? Ladies and gentlemen, I know we gave y'all a lot of information, but Flash, please tell them how old you are. Please tell them how old. Y'all don't even realize how old this fucking guy is. Flash, please tell them how old.
I am 25 years old. I turned 26. I turned 26 on 4/20 of this year.
All that by 25, bro.
I sometimes can't just believe it myself. I ain't gonna lie.
So at 25 years old, bro, and what you've been able to accomplish. I don't know if I asked you this the first interview, bro, but what was the one moment that sticks out in your mind that you replayed? It was like, God damn it, I made it. What was that moment for you, bro?
It was funny as hell. Me and my girl was actually just talking about this the other day, and it was really that moment that I went to my second Rolling Loud in New York. It was 2022 Rolling Loud where I went, and I had to sneak in the first time. Like the first ever Rolling Loud I went to in 2019, I had to sneak in. It was the first time it was in New York, and they didn't bring it back till like 2022, I believe, because of the whole pandemic and all that. And when I went there, I realized how much people, like of all statures of artists, brand ambassadors, CEOs of labels and shit like that, of people I never even worked with. Yep. They knew who I was by name. They knew who I was by, oh, you Kid Flvsh. Oh, yo, bro, I see your shit all the time. Yo, you fine. And then just having that experience, being invited there, having the treatment that I was given, and having all of these big name rappers that I came into the festival listening to on my way in the Uber, dabbing me up and giving me my props. I was like, nah, I think made it. Niggas know me. Like I'm here. Like I'm a stamped figure in this game. I kind of just, I had an epiphany that day, and it didn't even overwhelm me. It didn't swell my head up. It didn't make me have an ego. It just made me realize the power I really had in my hands. And what I did was like, all right, I have the power. How do I use it? Who do I use it for and use it on? What can I do? How do I elevate others to bring them up to this same level? That was the first thing that was running through my mind. And I feel like after that moment, everything I've done since then, going on these platforms, advocating for other artists and designers such as myself, putting other cover artists on to get their own plaques and stuff like that, bro. I done helped like over 20, 25 people that are cover artists from all across the world get plaques for their art because they saw me do it and they're like, yo, bro, how'd you do it? Gave them the steps, run it down. A week or two later, or a month or some change later, I see this bro get 2-3 plaques for his artwork. This old girl got her plaques. This person got it.
Fire.
So now I got.
I get another one.
You get 2 for that. You get 2 horns for that, bro. That's what's up,
bro. Because I was never a selfish person. I was always selfless. Yeah. I was raised in a Caribbean household, a Guyanese household. You know what I'm saying? So my mom and my dad made sure like I was never an egotistical, non-humbled kind of guy. They made sure that I remember where I came from, no matter what it is or what I was doing. They made sure that I kept a good head on my shoulder and a level grounded like personality. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so yeah. I like to put on for those who don't have a voice to speak for themselves. I use my voice to speak for them because you know how many times I've done interviews such as this one, advocating for other artists, and they be like, yo, I just had the same problem happen. Somebody just said the same thing to me, or I'm in the same situation right now. The knowledge that I gave them from that, me speaking on it, allowed them to navigate their situation in a different way now and made it turn the tables in their favor. And the fact that I was able to even do that alone, I'm blessed. I'm glad I was able to even just steer in the right direction, because that's all it is for me, bro. At the end of the day, like, I'm not the only one that's doing great artwork in this game. And the fact that there's so much money in this thing, we can all eat, bro. It's not about being greedy. It's not about, oh, I'm trying to make more than this person. Nah, bro, it's more than enough money to circulate for all of us to eat, like, equally. You know? So why not spread the knowledge, bro? Knowledge is power. If I can help you with some knowledge and then help you in your situation and help you feed your family and your kids or whoever, or even just yourself, that's all I need, bro. I don't need no percentages. I don't need nothing out of it unless that conversation is had on a separate note. But I'm just doing it out of the kindness of my heart, because I didn't have the outlet. For me, when I was getting into it, I had to kind of do this shit head on. So, you know, now that I could be that big brother to some of these people, I would love to fill that role. And I just do it out of the kindness of my heart. I don't expect nothing in return. The God gonna bless me whenever he bless me. I just want to help move him and his people forward, bro. That's it.
Well, you know, after you going on and talking like that, I'm gonna keep it real, Flash, man. I told you the first time, you know, we met, man, you were very interesting. But after this, man, I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm just like,
you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
I'm saying, like, well, yo, bro, you out here doing it, bro. Like, and that's why we are, you know, I'm look how they say everything happens for a reason. I'm kind of glad now the first show kind of fucked up, because we had a better experience with this one.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And you know, it now he has even more things that he can talk about, you know what I mean? And even more endeavors that he's involved in. So it makes this episode so much better. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest though, Flash. I thought you was gonna say the news, my guy. You was on the news, baby. And then look, not in the bad way. Look, sometimes you make the news, it's the mugshot. You like this. You know what I'm saying? Now you made the news.
That's facts, though.
That was right there, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still processing that one. I'm still processing that one. I can't even believe it. And then, like, to see that my family, like, when I came home, my family watched it live, bro. Like, my mom, my dad, my sister,
loving them, yeah.
Love,
bro. Like, my heart and my mind and just my whole existence is so grateful and blessed. I had to pray before I went there. I prayed the day after and every day. I mean, I pray every day. Don't get me wrong, but like that day, I had to make sure that prayer was well worded, well typed, and everything before I sent it up to God. So, like, man, like, because when it's like a lot of people saw my journey from nothing to something, and they're still watching it unfold to this day.
Yep.
And for just the amount of love and just the amount of appreciation that I have for just being able to do these things and be a part of the culture and move it forward little by little, man, it's a blessing, bro. I almost cried that day, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like that.
Yo, when I seen that, just my boy on Pix 11, he boy on the news. I said, oh man, this is it right here, man. I know your family, you know, again, like, and we talk about the culture, Flash.
Yeah.
How many times do you turn on your TV? How many times do you turn on social media and all the fuck you see is the negative shit, bro?
Yeah,
all you see is we done got killed, or we done got beat, or we fucking locked up for some stupid shit. So once I knew you was going on the news, man, and they was going to showcase your talent, man, play your shit on the fucking national news, again, you're changing the narrative. You're showing them that, guess what? You can show positive shit within our fucking community, because we're doing positive shit within our community. So I know your family, man. I'm surprised your moms ain't break down, man, because the joy she probably felt seeing her kid up there, man. Your pops, man, to be like, yo, he probably gave you a wagwan, brother. You did good job, man.
Why?
Exactly like wagwan, brother. You did good job, boy. I know that.
News, man. Look at me. Right, yeah. Nah, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, they were so proud. Like, I can't even. They couldn't even put it into words. Just like I can't even put it into words, because it's like I don't even carry myself on a day to day as this big upshot dude or I'm this multi-platinum. Nah, bro. I'm an average dude. I just make cool art for cool people. I got some cool things out of it. And I just keep doing cool things. That's it. That's just God. That's the way God wrote my life out. I'm just living up to his expectations at this point.
Yeah.
Because
and I was gonna say I was gonna co-sign what you're saying, bro. Because I want to let people know like what the first experience was when we met you.
Yeah.
When we met you, bro, like what he's saying is solid. Like within the first 5 minutes of meeting each other, we outside smoking an L, bro. We just knew the end. His energy was just different. It was no, yo, I'm Kid Flvsh is here. I've arrived. Some people you just know and get that vibe and energy from. You know what I'm saying? And that was never the motherfucking case. It was, yo, what's good, brother? What's good, King? Boom, boom. We dapped up, hugged, started smoking, chilling. Yo, bro, we here to celebrate you. And we had a great effing interview. I wish we'd had the footage, man. The audio was crazy, but it was just a great time, man. Like, so you a humble brother, bro. That's why we want to have you back on. That's why I want to champion you every fucking time we can. How I felt seeing you, nigga, that's my bro right there.
Yeah.
That's my guy right there.
Fact, bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
I be saying, bro, this wasn't for me, bro. This is for us. When people say, "Oh, you was on the news," no, nigga, we was on the news. Yeah, is part of that moment with me, bro. So it'd be like, I was there, Monk was there, everybody was there, bro. Everybody
that boy parted
on the news, bro. He was on there, bro.
Because you see, that's why you getting your blessings, Flash. Why do you think you're getting so much blessings in abundance, bro? Because you're pouring into other people and you're being genuine and you are fucking paying it forward. And that's why that fucking circle is coming around so fast, bro, because you are giving back so much that them blessings are coming on top of blessings on top of blessings, bro. So you already know your formula. Like you said, don't change. This is you. Yes, you're going to go through some shit that might give you an attitude. Somebody might try to jerk you and all that, but don't let them change who you are at your core. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what's going to fucking take you to the top, bro. I believe that.
And I appreciate that. Yeah, shout out to your team. I appreciate you for that comment too. Shout out to your team. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like me, man, just the upbringing that I had and the family that I come from and stuff like that, and just the belief system I have, you know, my belief in God and all of that. I just feel like, bro, at the end of the day, it could have been somebody else. It could have been somebody else in my family. It could have been somebody else entirely. But for some reason, God's reason, it was me. And I'm not going to take this for granted. I'm not going to use it to get an ego or swell head or, oh, yeah, I'm this guy. I got to get this bag. I got to get this money. If it's not this, then it's nothing. Nah, bro. At the end of the day, I take every day very, very gratefully and very, very, like, I calculate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wake up on a given day. I don't never know what is going to hit my plate. All I do is get up and draw.
Yeah.
That's it. And when somebody called me, yo, bro, I got this project for you for this artist, or I got you to do this painting or this interview or this, bro, I don't ever know, bro. Like I told Jarrett before the interview started, I was just up painting, drawing, like the same SpongeBob painting. I was painting that. And Monk said, yo, you're on Pix 11 News. We're going to be on there Thursday. This is the information. I said, well, shit, all right, bet. And we
got to give a shout out to Monk too.
Shout out to bro.
That's my manager.
We got a champion, Monk. Once again, we met Monk, man. Super, super fucking humble dude. Didn't ask for anything. The first episode, the first time we shot, it didn't come out right. We got in contact with Monk. He said, absolutely no problem. We'll do it again. Shout out to Monk, man.
For being a real one and standing on business, being a good brother, man. Like straight up and just a great brother.
And didn't ask for anything in return except his wine.
Yeah, he did.
That's it, and that was love, man.
Book Kid Flvsh, you got to bring some wine for.
But make sure, man, if y'all wanna book Flash, make sure you reach out to Iron Monk, man. Make sure you shout out to the bro, Iron Monk, man. And if you want, and I don't know if he's accepting clients, but if you want looks, if you want it's good management team, solid
absolutely,
brothers.
Man, absolutely, man. So. Flash, man, let me just ask you, man, because we've been talking work, man. We've been talking nothing but work. What does Kid Flvsh do to relax, man? Because at the end of the day, you got to do something to relax. I understand drawing is a passion, but what is something that you like to do other than drawing to kind of like let off some steam when you're having a bad day? What do you like to do then?
I like to make beats. I like to make music. I like to so as far as that, I keep myself as creative as possible, as productive as possible. Drawing is my life at this point. So
Right.
I don't even look at it as like work. It's just something I just do that makes me money.
Right.
But when I'm not drawing, because I can't draw forever, although I would love to, but sometimes I do need a break from the screen. So
Yeah.
I switch over to making beats, whether that's on my laptop or on my iPad. Or I like to also like read as well too. I read a lot. I make sure I'm well versed and well rounded when it comes to learning knowledge the traditional way, reading articles and books and like I don't like to read too many fiction books. I want to read like real hard knowledge books. You know what I'm saying? So I could widen my knowledge, because when you have a vast knowledge, you're less susceptible to being manipulated and taken advantage of, because you know so much already. So you know what I'm saying? And just knowledge is power. Like I just like learning. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to be a student in the game, because even though I'm very professional with what I do and I have a very extensive knowledge on what I do, I could always learn something new or profound, get more profound in a style that I already unlocked and mastered. It's never no ceiling to it, like you said earlier. So you know what I'm saying? I don't cap myself at just one thing. I try to get as nice as I can and then learn something else, and that's why I keep doing it. Like I just learned how to make rugs. Now me and my girl be making rugs now.
Well, we gonna talk about that shit later. Cause when I seen you was doing that, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck wakes up one day like I want to make a rug? Right?
That was a decor, home decor, Bed Bath and Body.
I want to make a rug.
That's literally how it was. I was like, you know what? We always been seeing it. We always been talking about it. And it was just like one day, we was just like, fuck it. We just ordered the shit, ordered all the tools we needed, built the frame, and then made the first rug, and just been making them since. We got like probably 4 or 5 rugs now? 6 rugs?
Right,
and we just keeping it going, because it's like I said, it's all a learning experience. So it's like, it's just like drawing, but it is tricky because you're working on a different medium now. It's not like painting, or it's not like spray painting or doing a wall, but like, so you feel me? It's something we learned, something we got real nice at real quick, and now all it is just perfecting the craft at that. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
He said, "What's your sign?" Pause.
Yeah, I don't. You don't.
No,
Tyrese, nigga.
No way you get away with that, Hayes. It's no matter of fact.
Hey yo.
His sign is a man.
Yeah, my sign is a man. But I mean, for those who are curious, I am a Taurus. I'm a Taurus.
Hey, Hayes, hit you with what's your name? What's your sign?
Hey, yo, you gotta relax. Yo,
he's out of control.
He's out of control, bro. But bro, I do got one last question for you, bro. I'm bad curious, bro. What is one dream project that you would want to work on? What's one dream brand? What's something that you haven't created that you would like to do? Like, I'm all about positive affirmation, so I want to put it out on the show, bro. What's a dream brand you want to work with, or a dream project you'd love to collab on?
Damn, that's a very, very good one. I would love to do, because I'm not gonna lie, like a couple of the dream collabs that I already wanted to do kind of already happened.
Okay. Ooh, hold up. Hey, damn, I missed the horn muffle, my nigga. I missed the horn.
One of my biggest dream
threw you off with that comment.
Because one of my dream collabs, like the biggest ones that I had at the time, was Wildin'. I got to. Was Wildin' Out, and through the grace of God, I was able to do a lot of work with the Wildin' Out cast members, like Radio Big Mac. Shout out Radio Big Mac, Cortez, and now we even working with the 85 South show right now, but that's kind of hush hush. So we ain't another exclusive.
Man, fire! On their necks, all 2024. Foot on their necks.
But I would say the one collab that I haven't done or worked with yet would have to be in between DC and Marvel, like one of those two, because I really want to do something dope with them, like create my own character, comic book series with them, like that could be within the Avengers or the Justice League or something, like, because I'm very much into superheroes and that type of stuff. So if I could get a comic book run with one of them, sponsored by them, or just featuring their actual characters and it's real, like I don't want to just draw my own thing and then put Superman in there or whatever and then it just be like my own thing. I want it to be officially stamped, like, yo, this character runs with the Justice League or runs with the Avengers or whichever one comes first. But you know what I'm saying? Pause, because that sounded crazy. But
that was crazy.
PTSD,
That was fire, though.
Jared. You gave him PTSD.
No, I didn't. This nigga accent sounded like he was Tyrese. This nigga asked for your song.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that working that, or getting one of my cartoons on Adult Swim, Cartoon Network vibes. Like if I could get The Flies or any one of my other shows on Adult Swim, childhood me is literally gonna drop so much tears because, bro, me and my older sister used to watch Adult Swim and Cartoon Network religiously, bro. Like coming home from school, threw the backpack off, got a bowl of cereal or something, just watching hours up until my pops back when he used to work the late shift, came home 1, 2 in the morning. We still up watching Family Guy, watching Robot Chicken, all these, bro. So to see The Flies on Adult Swim is gonna be freaking beautiful, bro.
It's
So
gonna
that's
happen. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna see what's up, bro. I'm gonna see who we. I know I'm connected with some people on Cartoon Network, bro. But I'm gonna see if there's anybody because it's all Paramount. They're all under. Yeah, they're all under Paramount. So we're gonna see what's up. I'm gonna see if we see anybody. I'm gonna throw you a play up. I'm gonna show you a screenshot somewhere. And
thank you,
bro. Broski. Let's make it happen. Let's make that happen.
I got one last question for you, Flash. I understand that you're super talented, right? How important for you is travel? Because as an artist, you know, I've been around the world so many times. It's so dope when you get to go to other places and experience other cultures and see what they use for art.
Yeah.
You see what they use for mediums and things of that nature. How big are you on travel? Because I think that if you're not, you should really start traveling a lot because you can pick up tidbits from other cultures and kind of bring it home and kind of incorporate it into your work. And I think take it to the next level. So how big are you on traveling? Like, do you travel a lot?
I actually just recently got big on travel because before I was kind of traveling domestically or just on like little family vacations or whatever. But like as a businessman and traveling individually by myself, I actually just recently started doing that. Because you know what I'm saying? Like I used to kind of fear going places by myself because I don't want to never get caught lacking in a place I don't know, being dolo, because at that point who you call. But I kind of overlooked that and like, nah, like at the end of the day, as long as you're walking with the Lord, nothing can really happen to you. Feel me? So it's just like I'm big on travel now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in and out of Atlanta a lot. I'm actually about to go back to Atlanta in the next month, I believe. And then I'm trying to go overseas with it now because the architecture and the design and the art scene is a bro, like London and Paris and Milan, you know, all these places like that have big art scenes, fashion scenes. I want to experience it firsthand so I can incorporate some of, like you said, incorporate some of that art style into my own design and give it a fresh feel. You know what I'm saying? Try some things that I probably never knew I would have probably been good at. Because like I said, I'm a student in the game. I'm always learning. And there's no better way to learn than through experience. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So going to these places, watching how the architecture on some of these buildings was made and how the curvature and the sculptures and all this type of stuff, bro, anatomy and all that, bro, I look at all of that because being that I have this knowledge, I don't watch cartoons the same way no more. I don't look at art the same way no more. I pick it now. I pick it like I'm picking its brain. Like even when I watch new animated movies, I'm like, oh, look at the frame rate on that. Look at the motion blur here. Look at this, the lighting, the compositing. Before I never used to talk like that. I used to watch a movie and be like, oh, that was a fire animation. Now I got the science behind it now. So now I'm looking like, okay, how could I incorporate the frame rate they use into mine?
There you go. Right.
The lighting source it is, the texture of that. Yeah, like the realism of this. Now, you know what I'm saying?
Taking them to school.
That's a fact.
That's real, bro. Yeah, you're gonna love Paris. Going to the Louvre, like seeing the Eiffel Tower, bro. They got a little thing, like it's a little Riviera, right underneath the Eiffel Tower. I sat there, bro. I smoked the L for like 2-3 hours. Was drinking beers, but just looking at the motherfucker. So I could imagine what you would do. After seeing the Mona Lisa live, after going seeing something like Angelo work and shit like that, and then going actually to be able to bring your sketch pad out and draw something right there on the spot, bro, you'll be so inspired. I guarantee you.
Paris was dope, but you know, I tell this story all the time. The best part to me of going to Paris and shit like that, I'm just being honest, was getting on the train and seeing all the fucking graffiti on the buildings. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you go to the hood, you know how much fucking graffiti and shit they like? Shit look like the Bronx in the 80s.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I do, bro.
Flash, when you go out there, you're gonna be like, get the fuck. It look like the old subway cars with the bubble let, like, shows you that art transcends culture, bro. It transcends fucking color and race and barriers. That shit transcends. It's one of those universal languages like music, bro. If it's hot, it's hot. That's it. They're gonna celebrate.
What I was saying earlier too, when we first started the interview, like art is not a title. It's a personality. It's an expression. It's something that is universal, bro. Like art can be used in any and everything, bro. And like it's different forms of art. Like art is just a category. Like think about umbrella company. Like you got a car company, but it got different cars under it or different brands under it or whatever. It's like an umbrella company. So the category of art doesn't just be you paint or you draw or whatever. It could be speaking, like you or speaking, and public speaking is a form of art. You know what I'm saying? Videography is a form of art. Motion pictures and stuff like that, animation, all that is forms of art. You know what I'm saying? There's no ceiling to what can be art. And this is what I'm trying to get other people to really understand who don't really know what art is. They just think art, I think it's just drawing or something. Like, nah, art is everything. Art is everything, bro. Bro. Like even the design of your crib was art. You know what I'm saying? The design of this microphone that we looking at, the design of this computer I'm looking at, all of that is art.
That's a fact, right?
And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, he's a true artist. And rappers, you're just a rapper.
Who's standing on that? Standing on it. Y'all talking the game, and that's art too.
I'm starting some shit.
I gotta play devil's advocate.
I'm starting some shit.
Cause I don't write no shit, but I can hear a beat and see a verse literally appear in front of my face, bro. I'll see a whole verse and know what it is.
That's the sign of a true artist, because a lot of people, don't get me wrong, like rappers are artists themselves, but in a certain bracket, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Because once like there's some artists that like rappers that just rap and just write their shit or just spit it and whatever. But there's other rappers now that go to the beat production, that go into instrumentals, that go into vocal coaching, and all of that is still forms of art. But if you limit yourself to just, I just rap on beats, then you're just a rapper. Call it what it is. But hey, shout out Lil Man.
What up? I want to say,
what's up, godson?
Say hi to my friend Kid Flvsh.
Hi.
You know what he's doing right now in the room while we podcasting? He's drawing.
Yeah. Oh wow.
He's drawing. Tell him what you was drawing.
Yeah.
Musicals.
You drawing musicals? Which one? Which musical was you drawing?
A lot.
Well, Elmo, which one?
I was doing like shit and like birds and like pirate and all that stuff.
Yeah, it is
awesome.
And Flash, and he's working on like a crime drama thing called
Case Closed.
Case Closed.
So we're gonna do an animation with him where he's like a detective and he's finding different stuff, like in the neighborhood, and his name is Case. It's Case Closed.
His name is Case, so Case Closed. You see? And he's 5. Look.
And he's writing his own scripts using Chat GPT, bro.
Right. You see
what I'm saying?
Right.
See what I'm saying? And this is the future that we need to cultivate. This is the people we need to, the generation we need to uplift, because people such as KC, like he's going to be the next founding artist of this generation that's upcoming. And when, you know what I'm saying, and what you have already, bro, is amazing and beautiful. Keep going from one artist to another. Please keep going.
It is.
No matter how tough it gets, no matter how long you stay up drawing and coming up with these stories and characters, it's gonna be worth it. Please keep going. For me.
Keep drawing.
If you want to throw your crayons all over the house and your markers, just do it. And
just do it. Yeah, keep drawing, guys.
It might spark an idea, and then it'll take you wherever. So please, bro, I love to see it. I can't wait to see how it all turns out. If you could show me the character at some point, I'd love to see it and help you on your journey.
Yo, it is. Say thank you.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, you want to take us home, big guy? Take us home, man.
Oh,
say your line. What you gonna say?
Thank you for watching More Than the Title.
What is it?
That that this is the best show on YouTube.
Hi, what we talking about?
Let them know.
I'll see you later, Boston.
I love that, man. Beautiful, beautiful.
There it is, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, man, once again, we want to thank you guys for sticking in with us, man. We live on Instagram, we live on YouTube, we're live on Facebook, we're live on LinkedIn. I'm just looking at some of the analytics, man. We have over like 200 people jumping on all the platforms, man. We got a lot of comments coming in from Instagram, Facebook, and support of Flash, man. That's a fact, man. So this has been a phenomenal episode. Once again, we cannot do it without the support of this community. We're growing and glowing. We want to thank Flash for coming out again. And, this was such an amazing episode. And, thank you, Monk, again, and his support system for just allowing this guy to wake up and do what he needs to do, man.
I appreciate y'all for having me. It's always love. Y'all always showing me love, and I love showing love back. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to take it to the top with you guys because, you know what I'm saying, there's multiple seats at this table. So,
Flash, I need a one-on-one piece. I know you see the art behind me, collectibles and all. So just know, man, I need a one-on-one piece. We're going to talk. I need some exclusive shit. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I got both of y'all. Custom pieces, one of the tiny pieces, one-on-ones for y'all. Nobody else.
There it is, man. Oh, man.
My God, man. You already know, bro. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it again, bro. Just, bro. We love you, bro. We see your ascension, bro. We rooting for you. You got brothers here. This ain't no fucking for the camera shit. This ain't none of that. You know how we roll off camera, bro. Like, you got brothers here. You can text us. You need something. We here for you, bro. So just keep grinding, man. And I want to let you know, as your brother, you inspire and motivate me and my brother. You know what I'm saying? So you motivate us, bro. Like, real talk. So keep doing your thing, man. Real shit. Real shit.
What we got coming up next?
Next week this week we got Thursday episode with Tay Sweat.
Tay Sweat.
Then we got John Graham Jr. And then we got Chantel George, CEO of Sisters in Sales. We got Doug Melville, best-selling author of Invisible Generals. You've seen him on Breakfast Club, all the platforms he's pulling up. We got Fan Appreciation Show February 1st. So if you're a small business, you the homie, family, you got whatever, you're an entrepreneur, you got some gems, a bar you want to spit on the show, you want a clip that you can put up on social media, pull up to the show and we're gonna rock with y'all February 1st. Yeah, and then we rock it.
What we're gonna do is before that show, the first time we did it, it was random, so you guys didn't know what to do. We want to refine the experience every time we do this to make sure that people know about it and you can prepare for it, right? We're gonna put up some posts right before that show that's gonna have the link and let you know how many minutes you're gonna have and how to come on to the show, because it's a different link to view the show than to actually be a guest on the show, right? So that way we allow people to come on and talk about what they're talking about, and we can keep it flowing so that we can get as many people on the show as possible, man. Because we definitely want to support the community.
Like Flash, this is our platform, y'all. It ain't a us platform. It ain't a me. It ain't a Chadeo platform. It ain't a Jarrett platform. This is us. This is for the motherfucking culture. We grind for the culture to celebrate our own, and that's what we're gonna keep doing. So see us all next week.
Unapologetic.
You know the vibes. With that said, man, we out of here. Shout out to my brother, man. Matter of fact, tell them where they can check you, where to catch you at.
Yo, give them the information, Flash. Yeah. Let them know where they can find you.
Follow me on all platforms at Kid Flvsh, KIDFLVSH on all platforms, or you go ahead and hit me up on my website, www.kidflvsh.com. Spelled the exact same way it is on this little red bubble. Again, for those who need it, KIDFLVSH. And we out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
and listen, make sure this man is about his business. Please, you can talk to him. Please reach out to Monk, but understand this guy stands on business. Please don't waste his fucking time. He will work with you, but please do not disrespect him and come asking for no free shit and things of that nature. You see what he's doing. If you want to do business, come business minded and do business.
That's it. That deserves a motherfucking message. And we out here on that note. We're gonna see y'all, man. More than the title, baby.